Welcome to day 6. You may be starting to notice that the course is becoming more familiar to you. We have a reoccurring section, vocabulary. You know what to do. This first section, you memorize these words. You have the tools to do it. Use your tools. They're powerful. Let's go to the next section. Let's go to page 33, all right? Because there's some stuff we want to talk about here. Just a little bit. The first box there, we have the word haber, all right? Haber is an interesting word. It has two main functions. We're not going to talk too much about it right now, but we'll talk a little bit about one way that it's used. One important way that it's used is to say that something exists. In this case, it would translate in English to there is, there are. It's not the exact word for exist because there is a word for exist in Spanish, but I'll give you an example. So notice these phrases in English, there is, there are. If someone says, hey, Zach, do you have a hammer? I wouldn't say there exists a hammer in my garage. You can go get it. That would be quite odd, right? You'd say there is or there's a hammer in my garage. Run out there and go grab it. It's on the counter. There is. Or there are. There's 3 different kinds of hammers in my garage. Go out there and just grab whichever one's best for you. Does that make sense? So when we say there is or there are, in Spanish we would just use the word I. H is silent. It's just like you're saying the eye, your eyeball, okay? I. Later on, we're going to learn when it's the right time when it makes sense. We're going to learn the past tense and the future. There was a hammer on that counter, but I don't know what happened to it. There were hammers or whatever. That's just the example we're using just right now, just to get an idea. And then also we will talk about the future version. There will be. Okay, so I'm just kind of prepping your brain for something that's going to happen later. We'll get into all of this in due time, but for right now, the main thing that you need to memorize is I. All right? I means there is or there are. So after that, if it's singular, if it's just one thing, you would just simply say the thing afterwards. There is a dog here. A dog here. All right, I'm mixing Spanish and English just so you can get the idea, but you would say it in Spanish, okay? All right, let's just go on to the next thing. How can you memorize this word? All right, we've got a mnemonic device, a memory aid. Same formula. You've got the formula there. I means there are or there is. How can we memorize this? Well, think about this. I, what does it sound like to you? To me, it sounds like your eye, like your eyeball. What does it mean? It means there is, there are. So how can we marry these two concepts together to create a very silly, memorable mnemonic device that you'll never forget? All right, we got this guy. He has no eyes on his head, but he's got eyes all around him. And he goes, there is an eye. There are eyes. And he's a crazy person. I don't know. Whatever you want to imagine. Maybe you can come up with something even better, but this is just an idea. There you have it. I hope this helps. Make sure that you memorize your words for day 6. And as always, stop and immerse your brain.